a 1-minute review of Nebraska. When I tell people I'm going to go see Nebraska, they say, I've never heard of that. This is by Alexander Payne, who has made a number of really fine movies, including most recently The Descendants, which I suggest you check out. It's black and white, digital black and white. It won awards at the Cannes Film Festival, including Best Actor. And here is my review. So I went with my wife to go see Nebraska, and the film Nebraska is very much like Nebraska. It has a lot of wide open space in it. It's sort of a family dramedy, like it's got comedic elements and it's got comedy elements and whatever, but it also has a lot of open space for your own interpretation and what you need to put into it. And so the question that you are going to ask yourself about Nebraska is, what is the story I'm telling myself about what's happening here? And do I like these characters? And if you are not telling yourself a good story about what's happening, and or if you don't particularly like the characters, or at least identify with one of them pretty strongly, you're not going to like this movie. Because this movie could be considered pretty boring, and the acting in this movie could be considered actually quite flat and quite, I don't know, realistic, almost to the point of being unrealistic, if that makes sense. That said, I had a great time in the movie theater, and mainly because I was telling myself a story. Like, I was engaged in my own emotions and my own memories with what was going on the screen. I loved the way it looked. I loved the story I was telling myself, how I was engaging with it. I had a very good experience. My wife, on the other hand, about 30 minutes in said, I'm going to go get some popcorn, which is never a good sign. So, I have no idea if you're going to like Nebraska or not. I did. You might not. That's not much of a review, but that's all I've got.